Hi everybody, my name is Lee and I'm talking about Hurricane Harvey with this video. A lot of people are and many issues are being revealed. It's a nervous time in the Arklatex region of the United States. The Harvey has been centrally located over the Houston area, causing much damage to homes, to significant infrastructure, to energy plants. Also, lives have been lost, lives have been damaged, people have been displaced, but help is being sent there to assist. Harvey is not done with us yet, that it's likely going to move northeast into Louisiana, possibly the Arkansas region as well. And then hopefully Harvey will be done with us. And I just wanted to say that we're learning many things. Mother Nature is teaching us many things through Hurricane Harvey, just like we learned a lot from Katrina that told us much about ourselves, and Rita and Sandy. Many unfortunate mistakes in national policy on many issues, and then many mistaken attitudes that people have taken towards each other that are being revealed. And there are serious issues that I have discussed on this channel recently. The allocation of tax money, the use of uh, foreign policy to drain tax money that's needed domestically, the concept of climate change, global warming, environmental contamination, the need for development of infrastructure, fossil fuel extraction, transportation and processing, and the harm that it causes. Even the militarization of our own domestic police force against us to combat U.S. citizens as if we were foreign nationals instead of the people who pay the taxes that fund the police. And then also, rather than providing protection to the people who fund them, rather than provide them with services, the police are trained to protect property and to become hunters and killers of citizens rather than their protectors. And so, decisions like these, decisions to send trillions of U.S. tax money to other nations, rather than spending that tax money domestically on infrastructure development, levees, dams, roads, bridges, public transportation, needed resources like this. The blockades that significant numbers of politicians in the Arklatex region, which is heavily red, the blockades that they have placed on renewable energy development. I've spoken about that in Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. That Houston itself, that city itself, has significant human manufacturing and energy capacity. The people there know energy and how to develop it, how to produce it, how to manufacture it. There's transportation networks, that kind of capacity there too. But most importantly, there are significant sources of sun, wind, and hydro wave action in the Houston area. So we're really not seeing what we could see, the things that we know are happening in other nations, that other nations have seen openings that we have allowed them and have decided to develop their own renewable energy. We have the resources, we have the supply, we have the human labor, we have the knowledge, but we're seeing blockades on that at the federal level and then at the state level too, with blockades, artificial blockades being placed. And so this is what some of the things that are being revealed to us, again and again being revealed to us, and that we likely should have learned 12 years ago from Hurricane Katrina about the need to spend on infrastructure domestically rather than send our resources overseas to other nations. We've got money here at home to have those jobs available to U.S. citizens to build and to manufacture and to contain and protect our cities and our people. And unfortunately, those other nations that we are sending our money to, they are developing their education. They are developing their health and providing it to everyone instead of providing it to some. They provide it to everyone, and we send them aid so that they can do that and then deny it to us here at home. Energy systems with a focus on future. And so we could have that here. We have the capacity. And what's happening in Houston now is just revealing what happens, the result of what these political decisions have the effect it's had on the people. That it didn't have to be this way. We have people questioning why they should spend their tax money on other people, not really understanding the fact that anyone can be other people, and people refusing to empathize with other people until they are those other people and that they want those taxpayer funds for themselves. And we have congressmen refusing to come to the aid of citizens, U.S. citizens in other states who experience natural disasters, but having every expectation that they should receive federal aid. And that's the very definition of selfishness, greed, and narcissism. So we have people, in lieu of using our universal health care, which we do have the economic capacity to have, single payer, we do have the means to redirect the money from existing healthcare programs into the single payer program. We have those funds available. It's just reallocating them from other areas of policy. So we have that capacity, but instead people are turning to GoFundMe as a substitute for universal single payer health care. And it doesn't have to be that way. When we should and we can and we're able to have universal health care, single payer system here nationally. And so the question is, has Hurricane Harvey now revealed to those who still don't get it what the purpose of the big government is? That we need the levees, we need the dams, we need the roads, and we need the bridges. We need the telecommunications, we need the electrical systems, we need the plumbing, we need all of that. And it's not an individual endeavor. It's too big. It's not even statewide. Houston is an international port. So it's a very significant city. It's a significant energy sector of the United States. And so we need the big government to do big things. We have a president who is deriding our long-lasting friend and neighbor to the south, Mexico. We were once a part of Mexico. Mexico was once a part of us, and basically, since we share a border, they still are. Our friend and neighbor to the south, they have helped us with natural disasters in the past, providing relief, sending their universal taxpayer-funded medical doctors to provide universal health care to U.S. citizens who lack it. And we need to see a little bit more level-headed reasoning with Mexico when it comes to things like that. I will say this in the president's favor, that he was kind of derided for revealing the negotiation regarding NAFTA. And then people are responding, well, that's not appropriate to discuss that in a social network or media. And the thing is, it's probably it probably is appropriate to do that because the secrecy around NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement between Canada, the United States, and Mexico, has been so secretive that any information we can get about it is helpful to the people. So I'm not going to ding the president for that, but the wall talk, that I will ding him for. But again and again, overall, we are taught the same lessons by history and by nature over and over. We repeat the same mistakes, and we've done that with Katrina, with Rita, with Sandy, and now with Harvey. And it's being taught to us over and over again. We still have people refusing to learn, and they are serving as obstacles. And whatever it takes to remove those obstacles, I think steps need to be taken because people are losing their lives now. And they lost their lives then, but it's gotten to the point where it's ridiculous and we need to make some changes. And I think we have the upcoming ability to do that. But overall, again, since this is still an ongoing story, I'm going to leave it here. And of course, you can post comments if you want to and add to the discussion. Good luck.